Hello everyone, this is Ming. Today I will talk about Cipher method. So first of all, what is Cipher method? It is actually a substitution that based on linear algebra. In the question we will see there will be a key and a message. What we would have to do is to decrypt it. And each letters we see relate to a specific number. Here are actually two options for us. We can either let A start from 0 or let A start from 1. But in today's case, I will just let A start from 0. In general, how to decrypt a message? In short, we would have to rewrite the key matrix into a matrix that's filled with numbers. Then we would have to multiply the inverse of this matrix by the message vectors. But here's one small thing. If the key matrix has n columns, the vectors must have n rows. Step number 1. Here is a small example I provided. The key is I love cats and the message is dog. What I'm doing here is to rewrite the key into a 3x3 matrix and rewrite the message into a vector. By referring to the alphabet, and I just let A start from 0. So in this case, the matrix and vectors that I got is 8, 11, 16, 21, 4, 2, 0, 19, and 18. The message vector is 3, 14, 6. So in the next step, we would have to find inverse of the key matrix by using Gauss-Jordan elimination, then transform it into a form of mod 26. I will talk about mod 26 later in this page, but here's the task. We would have to find out what is the inverse matrix of it. We can either use our pens or MATLAB to find out. I won't talk about this much. In the next step, we would have to multiply the previous matrix, which is in the mod 26 form, by the message vectors. Then the output, we would also rewrite it into a mod 26 form. Then the output is what we call decrypt vectors. In the very last step, we would have to refer to the alphabet, then transform the message vectors into letters. These letters are what we call decrypt messages, and this is what we want to get. This is what I just said. What is mod 26? For example, I let 73 is 21 mod 26. So in this case, I can rewrite this into an easier form. 73 divided by 26 is 2 and it has a remainder of 21. So in this case, 73 is a dividend, 26 is a divisor, 2 is quotient, and 21 is a remainder. Our biggest task for this question is to find out what is the number before mod 26. That is the remainder. Here is another example. This can be so challenging. The key I provided is ciphering, and the message I provided is XRCKXIRDGMOX. And in this case, I will let A start from 0. First of all, we would have to calculate the inverse of the key matrix. The key matrix is a 3x3 matrix. It has ciphering 9 terms. It will be CIP in the first row, HER in the second row, and ING in the third row. When I refer to the alphabet, I rewrite this into 2, 8, 15, 7, 4, 17, 8, 13, 16. By using Gauss-Jordan elimination on MATLAB, I found out the inverse of it consists of so many horrible numbers. In the next step, we would have to convert all of those horrible numbers we saw on the previous page into mod 26. But before doing that, we have to know two properties. For the first one, for example, A is B mod 26. In this case, I can switch the positions of A and B. That will be B is A mod 26. For the second property, the same, A is B mod 26. I can multiply a number on both sides of the equation. That will be n times A is n times B mod 26. After knowing those two properties, we can start figuring out one of the number in the horrible matrix. For example, I chose 94 over 12, 43. We would have to figure out this number is what mod 26. By using the property 1, we can switch the position of x and that horrible number. We will get x is 94 over 1243 mod 26. In the next step, we would have to use property number 2. That will be 1243x is 94 mod 26. But in this case, we will find out 94, the remainder is larger than 26, which is the divisor. So in this case, we have to find out how many 26 are there in 94. We will use the same process. 94 is x times mod 26. Then we'll find out x is 16. So I'll rewrite all of these difficult steps into an easier form. That is 1243x divided by 26 is what? And it has a remainder of 16. After some attempts, I found out when x is 2, when x equals to 2, the remainder can be 16. So here is the whole matrix that I got when I did the same process for each 9 terms. I got 7, 8, 16, 2, 8, 17, 9, 8, 20 mod 26. Then we would have to find the decryption vectors in this step. What we have to do is multiply the matrix that we found out in the previous page by each vectors. As I just said, a small tip, if the vector has n columns, then the vector must have n rows. In this case, the matrix has 3 columns, so the vectors must have 3 rows. I divided those 12 letters into group of 4. 3, I don't know. So that would be this whole matrix times 23, 17, 2. This is the first step. Then I'll do it for 4 times for the 4 vectors, one by one. Then I'll get those 4 decryption vectors into mod 26. So in the very last step, we would have to refer to the alphabet to find out which letter does the number refers to. So after doing so, I found out the decrypt message is actually MATHISMYLIFE, which is Math is my life. I totally agreed, and I hope what I said makes sense. Hope you enjoy my video. Have a nice day. I'll see you next time.